South Africa's High Court has eased the bail conditions on Oscar Pistorius. The Olympian, who's accused of murdering his girlfriend, can now leave the country to compete as long as he provides travel details in advance.
Oscar Pistorius' case is back in court, but he did not appear, as he did in February. In fact, he has not been spotted once since then, when a judge deemed him not a flight risk or dangerous and set him free. He's been staying at his uncle's gated mansion.
We know that he's not doing very well. I know that his defense team have insisted that he see a psychologist. Apparently he wanders around the house and just tells his family constantly, pray for Reba, pray for Reba.
Now, though, his defense asked that many of the conditions of his bail be removed, calling them unwarranted and not substantiated by the facts. They think he should be able to travel, even outside the country, with permission, to no longer be under close supervision of jail officials.
Lawyers appealed a string of conditions attached to his bail grant. He can now leave South Africa, but must report his travel schedule a week in advance.
He cannot go anywhere in the world because everybody will recognize him. So he doesn't want to go anywhere. And he doesn't want to go into public life because he's not ready. He's absolutely not ready to do that. But he doesn't want to take a blood test every Friday. And those kinds of things. He doesn't want to be treated as a criminal because he's not a criminal. He's a good-natured, soft-hearted person. And he's got a broken heart at the moment. He's taking day by day. Some days we think he's sort of surviving, but then the next day just falls back into trying to cope with the facts, which is tough. And we want to rebuild him. We really want to rebuild him. And I think his supporters also want us as family to assist him, to try and get something back of the old Oscar we had in the past.
A tragedy Pistorius claims was an accident. He said he thought there was an intruder in his home. But prosecutors think the shooting was premeditated. They hope the defendant will stick to the new bail terms.
Like I say, I believe Oscar will abide by the bail conditions as set out, and he will make sure that he doesn't disturb any witness or interfere with any witness.
After being freed on an over €80,000 bail last month, Pistorius was obliged to follow a number of strict bail conditions. He was prohibited from traveling, drinking, returning to his home, and speaking with neighbors or employees. The 26-year-old can now return to his Pretoria mansion. His trial is set to begin June 4th.